Alright, we made it to our last video on solving radical equations. Okay, so we have a square root plus another square root on the same side of the equal sign. We don't want that. We want to isolate one of these, so we gotta figure out which one to isolate. We could get the square root of y over to the other side, or we could get the square root of y plus 5 to the other side. I'm gonna go with the square root of y. That's gonna be the more simple one to bring to the other side, and you'll see in a minute the way that this problem is heading. So I'm going to subtract the square root of y from both sides. Leaves me with the square root of y plus 5 equals 5 minus the square root of y. Alright, so we've isolated this radical, which means I can square both sides. Now over here, when I'm squaring both sides, the reason why I thought the square root of y would be easier is if I had a square root of y plus 5 here, it would just get a little bit messy with the foiling we're going to have to do on that one. Alright, so on the left, we're left with just a y plus 5. On the right, we're squaring a binomial, so we have to multiply that out. 5 minus the square root of y times 5 minus the square root of y. These are not conjugates because the signs are the same, so we do have to actually FOIL this out. We get 25 minus 5 square roots of y minus 5 square roots of y plus y. Alright, so like terms, we can put those in the middle together, so we have 25 minus 10 square roots of y plus y. Alright, so let's go back to our equation. So that 25 minus 10 square roots of y plus y. Alright, so we want to get our variables all on the same side. I'm going to subtract y from both sides. The y's cancel, leaving us with 5 equals 25 minus 10 square roots of y. Alright, so we still have a square root of y in this problem, so let's work on getting this alone. So we're going to subtract 25 from both sides. 5 minus 25 is negative 20 equals negative 10 times the square root of y. Now we're going to divide both sides by the negative 10. So we have positive 2 equals the square root of y. And how do we get rid of the square root? We square both sides. So we have 4 is equal to y. So does y equal 4? Well, let's just check our answer. I'm going back up and do my check over here. The original equation is the square root of y plus square root of y plus 5 equals 5. And we said that y equals a 4. So let's check and see if it works out. So we have the square root of 4 plus the square root of 4 plus 5. We want to know, does that equal 5? Alright, well the square root of 4 is 2. 4 plus 5 is 9, and the square root of 9 is 3, which 2 plus 3 is 5, which equals the 5 on the right. So wherever that answer was, way down here, y does equal 4.